Yeah.
This might be a record for me at these bins.
Which is crazy.
2 full bags of just tasty, tasty goodness.
Okay.
I want to lick it all.
No filming me, filming you.
I didn't even want to get kids
No,
stuff.
Stop filming me. Stop.
No filming me, filming you.
It's so stinking cute. I can't.
Vikki, how many pounds did you get?
I don't know. It was $100.
It was $100, so over 50 pounds. Over 50 pounds. I got over 30 pounds.
This is good for me. Oh wow, that is.
Allie's like shopping Vikki's stuff
wow,
as you're packing it up.
It's great. That's kind of how I look at things. I'll be like, oh my god, this is so ugly. I have to get it. Yes. Ugly sound.
So we got I got 30 pounds. You got over 50 pounds. How many pounds did you get?
Ryan.
For like $46. What is that? 30 pounds?
So probably like
25
pounds or so. So I'd say we got. I'd say we did well over 100 pounds. Over 100 pounds. We're so awesome. Gonna make so much money. Ryan's impressed with my singing. He can't believe it. He wants. He wants to.
That crap right
He wants
now.
my album. He's not filming. It's my.
No, Ryan's gonna make it the
He's
intro
gonna-
to all of our videos.
Yeah.
Katie, you're gonna make a theme song for Ryan and Alli, and then we're gonna say we taught her everything she knows. That'll be the theme song.
Alli, they're ready to rally. They're gonna buy real cool stuff.
Woo!
They love to go to the bins all the time now, and they can never get enough. What?
Whoa! Banger! Top 100?
Top
Number
100.
one?
Oh yeah, top 10. Come on.
Top 10!
Hey everybody, what is happening? For those of you who are new to our channel, coming over from Ryan and Alli's channel, I'm Katie. This is Vikki. Hi. She's really not that quiet in real life. And if you haven't watched their video yet, the link is down below. You need to go watch it first because we did a reseller smackdown, a reseller challenge to see who could find the best thing at the bins here in Vegas. And you get to go over there, see what each of our best items was, and then come back here and vote in the comments down below which one you think should be the winner, which obviously is gonna be me, not Vikki, not Ryan, not Alli, it's gonna be me. So make sure you just write down below in the comments, Katie. And then in about
her with the trash talk.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then in about a week, we're gonna go through all of the people that have commented and voted, and I'm gonna do a random draw, and we're gonna come up with some sort of cool prize that we can send you. We don't know what it is yet, but you'll get something for free. That's always awesome, right?
Yeah, free's good.
I think
Freeze.
I said $25 eBay gift card.
Oh, apparently Ryan said $25
Ryan
eBay
has
gift
set the
card.
price.
That is totally awesome, but we'll probably throw some other stuff in there as well. But a $25 eBay gift card is gonna go to one of you guys that votes down below. But on this video, we're gonna show you some other stuff that we found at the bins that's super cool. Because seriously, it was a crazy day. How many pounds did you get?
Well, I spent over $100, so it was over 50 pounds.
Over 50 pounds. I had
Overflow cart.
I had over 30. We figured all together it was over 100 pounds. So let's go ahead and look and see what are some of the cool things that we found today at the bins.
Let's do it.
Before we get into this, guys, Alli at the end of this video is gonna show the weirdest find from the bins today. It was gonna be a separate contest, but she was clearly gonna win, so I canceled it immediately. But hold on tight, because she is gonna reveal the weirdest find, which by the way, scared the absolute crap out of all of our dogs. And she didn't care because she's a monster.
Am I showing it right, ma'am?
No, you're not.
It's right back here.
Yeah.
It's small enough to fit behind my back.
Okay, stay tuned.
So here's some of our favorite finds from the bins today. This one is pretty hideous, but in a good way. Hideous in the best of ways.
It's so fabulous.
I've never heard of Glad shirts, but this is on an 80s spring forward tag. So it is 80s. There's a phone number. I wonder if that phone number still works.
I feel like that was like someone's grandma would like take shirts and just like sew cool stuff onto it.
She's got a pretty cool logo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just a homemade shirt, but it's pretty sweet. Honestly, I still think we could probably got like 30 bucks for that.
It's ugly enough
Yeah.
in a good way.
And then who doesn't love a 90s, vintage 90s tie-dye t-shirt? Alli found this one, single stitch on the sleeves. I love when that stitchy is so singly that you can see it from a...
It's like a different color because it's like white.
That stitchy is single.
So when we find shirts like this, like blank shirts, we'll print our merch on it. So we're gonna print Ralli Roots merch on it, and then people can buy it and burn it, and yeah, it's pretty sick.
That was in a bin that
Burn it
like
in
a bunch of
effigy.
people left.
You can attach some little chubby shorts to it.
Right?
It's fine.
And then we've got a pair of 90s Tommy Hilfiger jeans. These used to be, remember when these sold for like $100 plus?
Yes.
Yep.
The good old
Probably,
days.
I mean, I feel like Tommy jeans are making a comeback. Denim's making a comeback for sure, and people want that. They want that Tommy box logo.
That big hit on the pocket.
Big hit. Yeah, these are nice, like kind of high-waisty ones too. So we'll probably still get like $40 for those. And then I really like this item because clearly this was at a Goodwill. It's got the Goodwill tag on it still, so it wasn't like a direct donation to the bins. And it didn't sell at the Goodwill, ended up at the bins, and I got it. It's a 90s US paratrooper shirt, which I think is awesome. It's in great condition, no dry rot. I don't know, it's a pretty cool shirt. This one is newer, but the graphics amazing. Cheech and Chong, good tie-dye. Even though it's newer, it's got some wear on it, so it looks vintage. And yeah, probably like another $20 on this. And then this is as Y2K as the kids would say, as it gets.
Yep, it's Y2K.
Wow.
It's amazing. Kind of reminds me of Fubu or
It
Jinko.
reminds me of the Jinko dude. That little dude.
Or like the homies. Remember the little homies figures?
Yeah.
That's what that guy looks
Actually,
And the
like.
brand is rad.
Brand is rad, just a nice little button up.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. Probably, $30 on that.
I'm not a Y2K fan. Let's
And
be real.
how addicted to the bins are you guys now?
So addicted.
I can't wait to go in Florida.
There's-
We'll see if it's
we have too
anywhere
much.
near as good as it is here. But
We have too much right now.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay, so I got so much stuff today that it is really hard for me to figure out what I'm going to actually show. So I actually pulled like 7 or 8 things to show you. This I grabbed because it was clearly vintage and well made. So this brand is not a brand that was familiar to me. It's Kookai, but it says made in France. So whenever you find anything, it's like made in France, made in Italy, made in Greece, you definitely want to check it out because it's generally better made, right? So this is just a basic wool cardigan sweater, but it has some really fancy lion buttons in a gold tone and has some shoulder pads. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I would probably list it for like $75. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Very Chanel-esque, like vintage Chanel-esque. Okay, so officially Katy found this for me, and I love it. It might be one of my favorite finds of the day. So it's this vintage 80s acid wash jumpsuit. It zips up in the back, big metal zipper, and then this is the PG Collections made in California. Not a brand that I think has any particular relevance, but it did have shoulder pads at one point, so there's like the Velcro on the shoulder, but there's no shoulder pads anymore. So it's just got the elastic waist and then this emblazoned lion on the front. And it has pockets. I mean, come on now. This is stinking cute. So it says, actually it doesn't even have a tag on it, but I would say this is probably a modern medium or so. I just love it. I'll probably list this for like $150 actually. Let's see. So I do have another grandpa sweater. I always pick these up. This is actually a 3XL, made in the USA. The brand is Pinnacle, which is not one of the best ones, but it's kind of like, you find these frequently like Arnold Palmer and the Izod ones and the Lacoste ones. They're just these lightweight wool grandpa cardigan sweaters. Usually they cuff the sleeves up because they get a really long cuff. And yeah, I always get like $75 for these. They're very popular on Etsy. And this is actually a big size, which makes it a little bit more desirable, I think. This feels like it could have almost been dead stock because this paper tag, let me tell you, is crispy crunchy. So at least $75 on that. This is a super cool vintage like shirt dress, but it very much reminds me of a waitress uniform, and it very well could be. I'm gonna look up this brand. This is definitely 70s, but I'm gonna look up this brand here and see if maybe they made uniforms. This just totally screams like Denny's waitress to me, right? So it's got the big pockets on the side, and then it has the belt here. So I don't know. I don't know if it truly is a Denny's waitress uniform or not, but it certainly looks like one, or it looks like what Alice wore in like the sitcom from the 70s. So that's probably like a $75 dress. And then this is all 80s, made in Hong Kong. A wool blend sweater with some crazy bejeweled sequins on the front. Very fancy. Got some shoulder pads. It's a little bit longer, so it's almost like a tunic length. This is probably like a $60, $75 sweater. Look, Alli, this is an Alli sweater. Ooh. If you're looking at all the view, you take the view around this room, by the way, right now.
This is what happens when you have 4 resellers who've gone to the bins 3 times, and we're basically having a vacation week, so there's just piles of stuff
The whole house is trash. We
everywhere.
look like a thrift store threw up in here. And then I have just a few more items to show. This is a vintage Hawaiian dress, and it's made out of bark cloth. It's just a basic Hawaiian muumuu type dress. It has like what they call the waterfall back on it. So it's got that seam that goes down the back. This is really pretty, and it's nicely made, and it's probably 60s or 70s, and I'll probably list this in the neighborhood. Oh, it has the brand on it. Pacific Isle Creations, made in the USA. It's a vintage size 16, which basically means maybe a generous medium in modern sizing. But like this is like $75. And Katy found this for me too. She just tossed it at me, but this is very scratchy. Vintage wool poncho, winter poncho, with like this fun part, the knitted sweater part at the top around the neck. So I guess you don't have the wool right on your neck, but it's wool. It's got the little pom-pom on it. And I would say I would put this in the 70s. So I don't know if it was handmade or not. It doesn't really matter for the style. So like 65, 75 bucks on that. And then 2 more things. This is a vintage suede car coat, women's car coat, but it has real mink collar. So this is a mink collar. You can remove the collar to suede dry clean the jacket if you want to. I think at some point there may have been more of a liner in this. I'm not entirely sure, but it is fully lined. It's really nicely made suede. I only say this because there's inner buttons, which makes me think that there was something else in it. But no brand name that I can think of, but this is very 60s or 70s. And yeah, I mean, maybe $100 or so. I'd rather sell the vintage furs than the modern furs. And then this one, Ryan found for me. So this is just a men's blazer or sport coat, but it is 100% cashmere. And it's Hickey Freeman from the Dillard's line. So not super vintage, but this brand was sold at Dillard's. It's sold other places too, but it's a high-end menswear jacket. This is probably like $500 new. So I could probably get $100 out of it, just a solid black cashmere sport coat. And that's it. That's my highlights.
All right, today was all about the sweaters, I swear. I only got like a handful of t-shirts, but I got a lot of really cool vintage sweaters, and especially all the grandpa sweaters. So here's an Izod Lacoste. Little cardigan grandpa sweater here. It does have a stain on the sleeve here, but I think I should be able to get it out because it's acrylic, which you do not dry clean. You do not need to dry clean acrylic.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Anyway, I'll probably sell this for like 60 to 75. I will say a note for people who haven't watched our channel before as far as how I do my pricing, and Vikki does her pricing very similarly. We have completely separate businesses and stores, but we do tend to price high, and we go more long tail. And so, you know, just because we price high doesn't mean you can't price lower if maybe your selling model is to flip things more quickly, but we do go higher. And so this other Izod made in the USA, it's got that old school Izod logo on it. This one needs a sweater shave, but this is another one I'll probably sell for like $60 or so. These will go really well on Etsy. They're great for getting better prices on vintage. And then this is just, actually I've never even seen this brand before. Made expressly for Turn 4, I don't know, Republic of China? I've never seen that tag before. And it is just acrylic, but it's got a really, really cool pattern on it. So vintage sweaters like this do really well, obviously during fourth quarter. I don't know, Vikki, what would you price this at?
Probably like 75, 85 bucks.
Yeah, and Vikki did try to yoink this from me. The bin was out before we were allowed to go. I was standing in front of it. I had my hand hovering to protect it from interlopers. And all of a sudden, Vikki just strolled on over and reached in like she was going to grab it, and I had to smack her. Okay?
Listen, we did say there may be a bin smackdown. We just didn't say who it was with.
Do I not give her enough? I gave her multiple high dollar items and she wanted to steal that from me. All right, I did get a few t-shirts. This is cool. Not quite vintage since this movie came out in 2008, but this is from The Dark Knight, a Joker t-shirt. Now a lot of the black t-shirts, especially the one with him and the pencil, are the ones that go for quite a bit. This one, I mean, I see a couple that are listed for around $75. It's a really nice big size. So I'll probably list this for around 75 or so. Hope to get at least like 50 bucks, but it's just a really cool Joker tee.
Heath
I'll
Ledger.
probably still say vintage Y2K, but of course I'll put 2008 in the title.
Yeah,
It's a very cool shirt.
I like it.
And this is amazing. This is a vintage Roper Western shirt, but look at this.
Ooh, I didn't see this
I
one.
didn't see that either.
Ooh, it's a
Dang.
really cool asymmetrical kind of color block, but it's got the Southwestern design that goes down only one side.
And
It's
there's
really
right clean
cool.
tag on it too.
Yeah, so it's nice and clean. And it is pearl snap. Now Rustler I don't think does quite as well as Wrangler, but it is such a cool pattern. I think I'll still be able to get 60, 75 bucks for it. I love it. I'm loving all the Western stuff lately. I feel like I've been finding a lot of pearl snap stuff at the bins. So.
Super cool.
All right, my last item. This is actually the very first thing I picked up. We walked into the bins right when they opened at 8 o'clock, which means all the bins are filled with new stuff. And there were multiple garbage bags in different bins, so I went straight to the first one I saw, ripped it open, because you know it's a direct donation, and there could be anything in there. It could be all garbage, or it could be all vintage, you never know. And this is the one thing I got out of there. It's dirty, I think I can get this clean though. This is actually Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut. And it's real dirty around the collar, but I'll be able to wash this. But look at the back graphic, it's fully embroidered. This is actually where Vikki used to do her gambling back in the day. But how cool is this jacket?
I love it.
Love it. We get a lot of casino stuff, but it's always like, Vegas stuff. We're in Vegas, so it's kind of cool to get one from New England.
Shanticate, Connecticut.
Right? This is the tag. I have no idea what I'll price this. I'll probably put it for like $100.
Yeah.
It
See
looks
what
like
see what happens?
It looks like it's from when they opened, which was like 92,
Yeah.
93.
It's very cool. All right, let's go to Alli and see what she has to show, plus the weirdest thing she found at the bins that caused the whole contest to be canceled.
Yeah, not fair. I love this. It's so hideous and again.
It is hideous.
So the brand, I feel like the brand doesn't even matter, just the fact that you can clearly tell it's vintage and it's single stitch on the top. No, it's not single stitch on the top or the bottom.
Fail.
Oh, from a distance I thought it was. My eyes are getting bad.
You should take it to a jeweler and see what the value is on that.
Yeah, these
So good.
are those
You think they're
real?
real?
The
For
color,
sure.
oh, for sure.
Why
They're
would
totally
they put
real.
fake
Like,
gemstones on a
legitimately
t-shirt?
the best. And then I love this. It's nice. It's light. It has
That's pretty.
an obnoxious pattern, but it's like mauves, which is pretty fun. And then that's vintage. Oh, it smells dusty. Don't breathe in. I love these. These are so Y2K, and Y2K is so in right now. It's ridiculous. I tried them on. They're not flattering on me. They just don't look good. But they are AC 39.98, which, I mean, I don't really remember that brand too well, but
I think that's a sleeper item.
I
I
think
think
so,
that we'll get like close to $100 for this.
I
think
was just
so.
going to say, if you can figure out how to fix the ties a little bit, I would
Yeah.
price that at over 100.
oh, I could replace them for not even that much money.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you
I
could
would
just
price
get the
it, if you
lace.
replace them, those would be 125 in my shop.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, we'll see what happens there. I always say I'm going to do something.
I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
And then got this because I didn't want Katy to get it.
That's awesome.
I don't know how old this is. Katy, you're an expert.
I mean, that's probably like, don't show, I'm holding the secret item. That's probably like 80s, early 90s.
Okay, 80s, early 90s. I would have just guessed 90s, but
I would guess
potentially
90s.
80s. And Izod, it's a really cute one actually. I feel like this is still a popular thing today. This style and everything. So
What's
those
that?
are some
Is that
of the-
embroidered down there? What is that?
Oh yeah.
Azad Sport. So it's been cut shorter, rehemmed.
That's so cute.
That's a super in style thing to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crop tops.
So
Very
it's
cool.
already cropped. Perfect.
Is it
And
weird item time?
Weird item win. It's not even worth much.
There it is. Oh, okay. Show the butt.
It has a butt.
It's a purse.
It's a pug purse.
It's a pug purse. And the brand is Puppy at Heart. So it is a $15 item. Does not matter because look how cool it is.
It's
and our
so
dogs
real looking.
seriously freaked out.
Our dogs thought it was a real dog.
They were horrified at what you did to that pup.
Right.
It was probably $2.
I think you need to get
That's
it
what we
modified so there's like a little zipper in the butt for a coin purse.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's such a good idea. I was thinking it'd be really funny if I put a long strap on it and then you just like, you know, you wore it like that,
Yeah.
lengthwise, but
Nice.
Love it.
I win.
All right, so those are all of our finds, or many of the finds from today. Make sure you go down below after you watch Ralli Roots video and vote on which one you think is the very best from their video of the 4 of ours, which clearly it's gonna be mine, we all know that. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And of course, I want to reward you with some puppy action. Although they're all real sleepy right now.
Puppies.
And of course, Vicki's hacking in the background.
Little cute puppy.
All right, tell us, first of all, introduce us to the puppies.
This is Luna. She's a potato.
Very true.
She's so sweet. And then this is little baby Ripley, and she's a noodle. She's long and skinny, just like a noodle.
She just turned 2 yesterday.
It was your birthday. We made her a puppy cake. It
We
was
did.
So cute.
And then over here,
You guys don't know this is Grizz. Look at Grizz sleeping. Oh, you got old girl face. You're the baby.
all right, so you've been here for about a week now. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, it's hard to say. Grizz, I'm not Grizz's favorite, that's for sure.
Oh, Grizz is madly in love with Ryan,
Yes.
by the way.
Oh.
Grizz loves Ryan so much.
It's hard to say because I love Ripley. Ripley is so sweet.
She's got her sleepy face on right
But initially it was Luna.
Yeah.
This potato. It was this potato. Right here. It's hard though. It's between these two.
now. All right. There you go. There you have it, guys.
There you have it. It's hard to pick. Thanks for watching. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Goodbye. Au revoir. Hasta luego. Arrivederci. Hasta mañana.